At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
This is Andre here reporting for sknnewsline.com. Hurricane Irma has passed and I'm on the road right now. It's Wednesday morning. We're going to go to various communities to see what's happening in those communities and how people are faring after the storm. Okay, so we're now in the Bastia area, and the area of significance that got a lot of damage was Independence Square. The huge trees, the very old trees that have been in Independence Square, they have been, many of them have been uprooted from the roots, flat on the ground. That's the biggest damage we've seen so far in the Bastia area. Now we're here on the Bay Road. We're here in the Irishtown Bay Road area by the market. The sea surges here are huge, huge waves coming in from the sea. And of course, those persons who are driving along the Bay Road or even walking on the Bay Road, there are a few people out here on the Bay Road. They have to be extra careful because the water is splashing across, crashing onto the side of the road. Some of it is splashing onto the road, not a lot at the moment, but definitely the ferry terminal is intact. But those who are, there's absolutely no means for boats to be on the sea at this point in time. Sea bathers, it's just impossible. The water is very, very rough at this point in time here along the Bay Roads. Okay, now we're in the Irishtown area, in the Gardens community, and we've seen some trees. There's a willow tree on the side of the road just across from the Gardens apartments, and some of the limbs are blown down on a vehicle. And then there's some moringa trees just by the Gardens football stadium, just at the entrance, and those have been blown down totally. I mean, I think those trees are actually decimated at this point. So apart from those trees and the branches blown down, we haven't really seen any major damage or any major catastrophe here in the Irishtown Gardens community. We're now in the industrial site. We're just passing the TDC automotive area, and we noticed just their sign was blown down. Their Toyota sign, and the sign indicating the business is there, that's been blown down. We're now heading down east of the island. We're trying to get down to Keys. As we're entering into Keys, just by the Sky Academy there, just before you enter by Sky Academy, a light pole has been blown down. This is a utility pole with a street light on it. That's blown down. It's actually in a pool of water on the side of the road. So we drove past there, and that's so far the first thing we've seen of note in terms of damage. So we're coming out of the Keys area. We're going to actually check the other areas a little later today. But now it's raining, so we're going to head to safety. We'll continue to monitor what's going on, and we'll provide further updates later on throughout the day. Reporting on the aftermath of Hurricane Irma in St. Kitts, I'm Andre Huey for sknnewsline.com.